What? Cool. Holy shit. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Josh. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be getting back into some Shippuden after just some good old peak, y'all. Some of the best episodes of the series, seeing the full fleshed out backstory of how this series started with the Nine Tails showing up, the fourth Hokage, sacrificing it all, just being such a beast, man. Minato / the fourth Hokage has to be one of my favorite characters of the series. Yeah, dude, not to compare it to One Piece, but he kind of reminds me of like a Shanks figure where, you know, he's always there in the series, but you never get a lot of screen time with him. So every time you get it, it's just so freaking epic. And in this case, we get all of it, and it was so good, y'all. I've been sick all week, so apologies if I'm a little nasally, and I won't lie, I'm a little tired and still recovering. So give me some slack of these reactions, but I will try to be some high energy for y'all if I can be. But we'll see where it goes from here. I don't really know what to expect. I guess we're probably going back to present time when Naruto in his training. Maybe we'll get to see more of the glowing form of Naruto, the sun. So sick, dude. But yeah, y'all, let's go and get into this. Appreciate y'all joining me today. If you enjoy it, drop a like for me, comment, all the good YouTube shit. And let's go ahead and watch some Shippuden together. That was such a good moment, y'all. Calm there. Aww. Going back to her final words, advice. He knows how to sleep. Yeah. Oh, we sure did. Yeah. Good luck, Naruto. Prove it to me. Well, Naruto surpassed Minato for me. These guys have no clue what Naruto just went through, man. Aww. It's mine now, bitch. Love how B gets it just with a fist bump. Poor Yamato. No shit. Will it still be hateful, or is it gonna be more like the A-tail where it's kind of like friends with him? Oh man. Whoa. Man, the 6 pass. I need to know why. Ooh. Dang, Naruto. No way, y'all. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, we thought, man. We'll just gotta cut it off again. This time with Naruto. He's still so positive. Usefulness of Zetsu, man. Yeah, I'm sure this is not why we wanted to come out and do this. So he's just gonna try to get away? What? Dude. God, dude, Naruto looks so cool in this form. Yeah. Oh! He went on too strong. Yeah, he's got a tunic. Get used to it. The way it's crawling away. It's like a little insect. Yeah, I wonder what Guy would see. I kinda wanna see. Who is it, man? Oh man, let's see it. We get some Guy depth here, man. Oh! An odd insect. God, dude, Kisame looks so weird in this form. His true form is a beast in itself. God damn it, Guy. Pufferfish are like super poisonous, aren't they? Kisame and Guy, dude. Almost its own little rivalry in the show in itself. Oh man, is it time? Ooh, he looks... Oh yeah, he looks really bad. Yeah. It loves B, man. Oh no. Careful, B. Don't tell me he's gonna bite his arm off. Flashes the guy. Oh my. And he's back to normal, damn it. Oh man. Oh, this thing again. Dude, he's freaking flying in the air with it. Oh. All of them are shocked. Dude, Guy and B. I feel like we're gonna have a fever dream in this. Oh, the turtle. We haven't seen this guy since like all the way back when we met Guy in Classic Naruto, right? Oh. Poor thing.
よし、うまく負けたようですね。寄せの術。
Now an actual shark? Oh no. What kind of data is he sending?
こい方ですね。見たぞ、そのサメに託した巻物が情報だな。東はしないぞ。できますかね。こちらには血のりがあります。
Get another rematch.
これではどれがどれだかわかる。
Holy.
こうなれば。
Cool. It's got fireball attacks.
まとめて面倒を見てやるぞ。第7教門。
Dude, the inner gates, man. That was so cool.
炎で相手を破壊する体術。まさに珍奇。これほど体術の強い忍びは珍しい。私は3度目です。
Yeah, man.
次の体術はさっきのとは比べ物にならぬ刺激必殺の剣。めったに見られるものではない。青いチャクラが水を押しのけるとはね。水遁大砲弾の術。ヒルドラー。
Cool. Hami hami ha!
そしてさらに大きく強くなる。
Will that work against Guy though?
忍術が強ければ強いほどにね。
But it's this taijutsu, isn't it?
どういうことです。砲弾が大きくならない。
Mm-hmm.
燃えろ。
Yeah. Yeah, Guy's a pretty good counter to Kisame, man, with like the lack of reliance on just chakra. It's more just the taijutsu, like min-maxing that. Cool, dude. Yeah, man, this is... I feel like Kishimoto likes this matchup or something. The third time now. Will it be the last though? I don't know. Kisame seems to have a little bit of... I mean, I guess he doesn't really plot armor on him at this point, but like, I still don't want to like see it. Like, I feel like it's going to be like a draw of a fight or something, like, or maybe that's what I want. I don't want Kisame to be out of this yet, or of course Guy. I guess I haven't even thought of like Kisame would beat Guy. I feel like Guy's too good of a counter / Guy would never let Kisame beat him, dude. Dude, it's huge. Hirodora. What? I think it's pretty cool, Guy. Ooh. Damn. Guy, man. Okay. Oh.
さっきの術、チャクラの起弾ではないのですが、それにその青いオーラ。ヒルドラはチャクラ主体の忍術ではなく体術なのだ。ただの聖剣。ただし、早すぎる。
So cool.
相手に向かって一点に集中していく空圧聖剣。聖剣は圧縮後、一気に拡散する。そして俺を覆うオーラはチャクラではない。8門の第7教門を開いた者はあなたから青い朝。
Hot-blooded passion. You still haven't learned your lesson. Didn't last time. Dude, Guy, what a beast, man. Love it, y'all. Hello, Kitty. Got the cello mama here. She wants her food. There she goes. She's pissed. Damn, they actually capturing him?
さすが激マヨ先生、こいつを倒すなんてよ。やるな、激マヨ。ただし、青い朝かだれの。で、暁の作戦や情報、敵のリーダーの正体が探知できます。井ノ一さんほどではありませんが、情報を抜き取ってみます。
I'm a little nervous for him.
じゃあ入ります。さて、こっからが大変だ。
Big brain. Ooh. We're gonna get some backstory?
私に
親しくしないでください。おい、ほっとけって。本人がそう言ってんだから。俺たちインテリの暗号部とは肌が合わないとよ。
私たち同じ任務中ですよ。そんなの関係ないですよ。
肉体派じゃ話も合わないだろうしよ。なんだよ。
すぐに出発します。
星垣さん、さっきの話、任務が終わってからでもいいですか？食事です。
She's definitely gonna die. No doubt.
いいか貴様、そいつら暗号部を守り暗号伝達を守れ。ただし敵の手に暗号部の忍びを渡してはならん。
Oh, he's got the sword.
死守することがお前の任務だ。それがどういうことかわかるな。
逃げろ。
投稿し 完全に包囲し、お前らに勝ち目はない。
あなた知っていますよ。木の葉の暗部拷問尋問部隊の木。
Yeah, is that
やります。
what's his name? Ibuki or something?
今だ、逃げろ。
生きたまま捕らえろ。
守るべき人数が多すぎます。
Ooh, little cutthroat there.
助けてくれ。何をするつもりだ。
He's doing his mission, making sure if any of them get left behind, they're not gonna be alive.
星垣さん、どうします？星垣さん。
何をする。ただし敵の手に暗号部の忍びを渡してはならん。死守することがお前の任務。
Man, the savageness of the Rain Village, man. Or Mist Village, Rain Village. Oh, this poor girl, dude.
そう知って。
仲間殺し、それが私の専属任務ですから。
辛い人生ですね。
Yeah. Kill your humanity, man. Savage.
なぜ仲間を。
なぜ。あなたならわかるでしょ。出すわけにはいきませんよ。こいつらはすぐに口を割る。命があったらまたお会いしましょう。
Dang, so he betrays him and takes the sword? Was this like the past Hokage or like just some other leader within their village?
ご苦労だったな、キサメ。部下のお前には油断すると、まさにその通りだったな。そいつは敵と内通していた。今からお前が大東サメ肌の持ち主だ。これから俺の部下だ。
私もあなたに消されるまではね。
Okay, so this guy's already the fourth. But this is the one that was like manipulated, right?
このようなやつだから信用で、国や里のために汚い任務をずっとこなし、裏切りの任務を遂行してきたお前だからこそだ。お前はこの世が偽りでしかないと知って
やった時から分かっていますよ。霧の忍びを殺す。自分は一体何者なのか、敵なのか味方なのか。
Shinobi.
私の目的は、立ち位置は、私はどこへ行こうとし、どこに行けば落ち着けるのか、ことだけは実感できる。ならば偽りの苦しみか、お前を解放してやろう。
Ooh, dude, look at the hair.
誰です。まずはこの国より始める。今までは仲間を処理するため動いてきたんだ。これからは俺の仲間として動け。用してるようですが、分かりかねてるんでね。闇で光るその目。
Oh, I missed this theme.
っていた人物とはあなただった。その車輪ガンで4代目を操っていたとは。
So the fourth was already under control here.
しかし、あの賛美の人中力の4代目を操る動力とは一体何者なんです、あなた。うちはマダラだ。死んでるはずですが、信用できませんね。姿を見せてください。
Please, 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 please.
するかしないか、お前が選べ。これでマダラな正体がわかる。
Come on. Oh, why? No. I wanted it, y'all. I wanted it.
舌は自分で情報を取らせない自力で意識を。
Damn, Kisame, crazy.
あなた正気ですか。ああ、それが俺の目月の目計画。
Bastard's not showing me his face.
この世界だ。
Kisame hates the lies, man.
声言ってみたかった
Holy shit.
木遁でチャクラを抑え込んでいたのにまだこんな力が往生際の悪いやつだ生きたまま捕まえてくださいこんなチャンスはもうありませんもっと情報を抜き取ります分かってる水路の術
Not the prison.
水の壁で届かん
Some Zabuza moves here.
慌てることはないいくらこの人でもこの状況何もできないさ僕が捕らえるイタチさんあなたの言った通りですね今日からあなたと組むことになったものです忍び刀七人衆の一人星垣貴様以後お見知りおきであなたは元この葉隠れの内派イタチ噂は聞いてますよ
These two together, man. They got some vibes.
あなたのことはよくわかりますよだからこそ暁の中であなたと組むことにした
So he had some choice.
同胞を殺すあの感覚はせんよねイタチさん
よく喋るなお前俺のことを分かっているつもりだろうがお前自身はどうなんだ霧の中を迷ってここへ来た自分で行き場所も決められないゴロつき違うか
And then he started following someone else.
いいことを教えてあげましょう目は卵体生といい孵化させてから出産するんですが卵から生まれた稚魚の数ハザメのお腹から出る数が違うんだどうしてだと思いますか共食いですよ母の体内で稚魚同士が食い合うんです
Savage, man. Nature is savage.
自分以外は餌でしかない、今日からあなたも私と同じ暁の仲間です気をつけてください私には
お互いに
まあ仲良く楽しくやりましょうやらないことを願ってね
手をかけた人間はろくな死に方をしないものだ覚悟はしておけ
ならあなたも私もすでにろくでもない人間ってことです
Yeah, their attitudes are interesting.
俺たちは魚じゃない人間だどんなやつでも最後になってみるまで自分がどんな人間かなんてのはわからないものだ
Interesting.
不安になって自分が何者だったか気づかされる
Yeah.
死とはそういうことだと思わないか
イタチさん
Life flashed before your eyes.
だって自分がどんな人間だったのか知ったんでしょうかねどうやら私はでもなかったようですよ
Did he just kill himself? Wow.
自分の口寄せしたサメに己を食わせる
Bizarre, y'all.
もうかなり弱ってた俺たちを前に逃げられない
I understand why he did it, but there's a lot of good stuff with like the shark eating its fellow sharks and everything.
星垣貴様の死に様がこれとはね
死んだのかこいつも寒々泣いている今回ばかりは
Okay.
泣き者
I think that's good enough for me to believe it this time.
仲間の情報を渡さないためにやったんだ暁の中にも仲間のことを思って動く奴らがいるんだな
So he wasn't just out for himself here.
敵ながらあっぱれだ忍びの生き様は死に様で決まる
I knows.
星垣貴様前のことは一生覚えておこう
Some respect, dude.
まあとにかくこれで暁に情報が漏れないで済んだ
この巻物にこちらの情報を記して持ち出す気だった
What does it say?
巻物の中身を一応確認しておこう奴らの知りたいものが分かれば対応もしやすい、
おうそうだな
Oh no.
これは水牢の術
You're kidding, bro.
仕掛け用のブービートラップってやつですしまった海の
Dude, that's a crazy trap.
うまく動けねえあー変なとこか逃げられちまうぞどうすんだよ
Damn, dude, Kisame's last move there, crazy. I feel like I'm gonna have to like go back through a lot of his backstory there to understand his character a bit more. But I really like the whole thing about like, you know, right before your death reveals like kind of your true nature as a person, and Kisame almost sacrificing himself for his comrade, I guess Madara here, and somewhat his mission, I guess, too. But like, what does that say about him as a person compared to who he thought he was, kind of following the lies of the world and everything? Really interesting. Not what I was expecting. I like I was saying in between the episodes, I kind of wasn't sure how to feel if Kisame would die here, and it's an interesting way that he just went. But yeah, that was crazy, y'all. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get in the review section here. Very, very interesting way for Kisame to go out here. Honestly, was definitely not expecting, well, one, honestly, his death, kind of like I was talking about throughout the episode, but the way it happens too. But honestly, I'm a fan of it. There's a part of me that really wanted Kisame and just how strong of an antagonist he was. Literally being compared to a Jinchuriki, to kind of go out in a blaze of glory kind of fashion, but this way with kind of more of like a narrative around who he is as a man or a person, almost has a little bit of a stronger ending and kind of wrapping this up in a bow, a bit better for me at least. I could see people maybe not liking it, but I think there's more meaning to it than maybe just kind of like a grand fight, a little bit more like we got with his original death from B and the Kazekage in that fight. Let's go ahead and do the character names. We'll kind of talk as we go here. So for MVP, I'm going to give it to our Taijutsu specialist Guy, for the third time now fighting Kisame, and at this point we get to see the 7th gate be opened, the gate of shock, right? I think there's 8 gates, right, if I remember correctly, from way back when all this was explained in classic Naruto. But so cool, like literally just, it's the kind of shinobi that can counter Kisame well when he's so good about his power scales to the amount of chakra or power of the chakra of his opponent. Guy isn't about that. He's much more of the taijutsu specialist, right? Now, it's never been revealed if Guy can use jutsu techniques. I'd assume he can. Maybe he's a lot more like Rock Lee, where Rock Lee can't use any chakra techniques at all, or ninjutsu or genjutsu. He's all taijutsu, but maybe Guy has some of that. It's never really been fully explained, but I'd be curious to why he became a taijutsu specialist. Maybe that was just his natural talent, if he had any. But there's always been some references to Guy being a failure as well. So maybe it's more complex than that. But man, was it cool seeing him kind of counter Kisame and just him being a badass. Like when he already defeats Kisame and Kisame moves and he punches him. That shit was sick, dude. For the best moment, I'm giving it to Kisame, his backstory, and his final moment. Let's talk about that a little bit. The man who Kisame was, or is, in his final moment. I like the backstory, to some getting more of the mist and context of the Mizukage and Madara controlling him. We got that little reference back when Kisame, or when Madara revealed himself again to Kisame and he called him the Mizukage. So it makes sense kind of getting those dots connected a bit here, but cool seeing the previous owner of the Semihata, right? And kind of giving Kisame the mission to protect the cipher code. Not really the cipher unit, but the code. And he's killing his comrades. He really is a true shinobi in the sense of a tool here, where he protects the mission above all else. He executes his mission, which is to protect the code, which means killing his comrades so that they don't get the cipher code. The Leaf Village does it. Pretty damn cutthroat. And it is sad seeing that one girl, the cipher unit, trying to make friends with him and connect with him, even though he's maybe a little bit of an outsider here, just for him to kill all of them, basically, and especially her. I like how, at the end, when she's about to die and he's kind of explaining himself a little bit, she says, "What a terrible life." And boy, is it a terrible life, because we see the confusion within Kisame, the lack of direction, the falsity of his life he has. He's just following orders. He doesn't know if he's an enemy or an ally. He doesn't know what his purpose is. He's just here to fulfill orders. And it's cutthroat at that. And he doesn't really know himself. He knows he's living a false life, but he doesn't know his purpose. And here comes Madara to give him this image of a world where there's no lies, there's no corruption. Kisame knows this. If there's one thing Kisame does know, he knows that this world is full of lies, in terms of, the missions he's carrying out, the misdirection to your comrades. Even the guy he's taking orders from here, the previous one was Samehada, was working with the enemy at the end of the day. So he knows it's just a world filled of lies, and Madara offers him this vision of, here is a plan where there won't be any lies, and it gives Kisame some direction. Interestingly, it gives him a little clarity to follow a new nation or comrade instead of this mist village and being lost in the mist. I like that little reference as well there. I think one of my favorite moments in the flashback, kind of continuing on with Kasame's journey to know himself, is when he does join the Akatsuki and he meets up with Itachi the first time, and it almost tries to relate to Itachi with what it's like to kill your comrades and just how lost they are as people, kind of trying to trauma bond a little bit with him here. And Itachi kind of calls it out for what it is. He's like, our situations aren't the same. You don't know me. You don't even know yourself. So Itachi can see right through him. And it's interesting, kind of the whole metaphor for the sharks, kind of eating each other right from the start, kind of the cutthroat nature of life and nature itself, with survival of the fittest and these sharks eating each other before they come out of their mother's womb. And kind of, getting flashes of Kisame carrying out the killing of his comrades when, it's kind of just survival of the fittest kind of thing, right? But I love how Itachi kind of pushes back at him again. He's like, well, we're not fish, we're humans. And you don't really know what kind of man you are until you face your death. That's what death is. You'll see your true nature at that point. You don't know where you are. And Kasame's kind of like just trying to, I don't want to say he's excusing, but maybe just be like, yeah, I guess we're just lost thugs kind of thing, right? Just following the Akatsuki now. But Itachi kind of challenges him. And in this final moments here, when he knows he's defeated, he's gonna get information extracted from him, Madara's true identity. I'm mad we didn't get to see that, but it makes sense. Kind of respect Kisame for pushing through in that moment, but he ultimately offs himself. A really bizarre twist for a strong character like Kisame, but in terms of power, but almost in a way strengthens him as a character in his complexity. I really like how he's changed. We see his nature now. He's protecting his comrades, not killing them. See how he kind of actually aligned to a side by the end of it, truly, and doesn't live out such a sad existence in the end. Thought that was really pretty. And respect to Kishimoto for writing a little bit more of complexity into his character at the end there. For the funniest character, I'll give it to Guy. It was between Guy and B here. They're both great. I liked Guy's whole encounter with the waterfall, both from his shadow self, but also just the silliness of Kisame coming out in his little insect form, a little ridiculous. But yeah, even his shadow self, a little scared of getting old, it seems, or trying to remain youthful. I thought that was kind of interesting. But Guy was great with his antics as always. And then we'll skip over the Sacco this time. No too bad of characters. Couple more things to talk about real quick outside the character names is Naruto in his nine-tail form. I don't know if we really have a name for that form yet, but I'm gonna call it the Avatar form because he looks beastly glowing like that. One, I want to talk about the chakra within him that he used, the seal on the six path seal, right? I think that's what it was. It looks like a limited amount. He didn't grab all of the Nine Tails chakra. We see the Nine Tails get sealed away and he's smaller again. So I'm wondering, is he going to have to re-up on this chakra at some point? Is that limited, finite? Is he going to have to confront the Nine Tail again and make sure he's clean of his hatred, conquering his dark side, his shadow self again? Or is he going to be already at that point? Be interesting to see if that kind of comes into play. But it makes me so curious about the six paths that's on him and how it connects to the Nine Tail. Obviously the Nine Tail probably connects to the Sage of Six Paths and who he was to kind of split all these / be the Jinchuriki of the 10 Tail. But we see multiple connections to the six paths, both physically on Naruto with all the kamas or whatever, him using that seal, but even the wood style growing from the abundance of energy from the Nine Tails chakra here. Very interesting. How does that connect to maybe the Sage of Six Paths? And the first Hokage and the Senju clan being, descendants of the Sage of Six Paths, a separate one from the Uchiha clan. But Naruto has to have some kind of bloodline to this, or maybe it's just the Nine-Tailed Chakra. I don't know. I feel like it's maybe a combination of both, but it's really interesting seeing how this new power connects to maybe some of the Sage's power. Really, really cool. And it makes you think that, hey, maybe Naruto's more connected than we know. We also see just how he can sense kind of more evil, or evil energy. It's not even chakra, but that's how he picks up Kisame being there. We see him using teleportation, just because it's not something we've seen of Naruto yet. We've seen it in like Sasuke and others, Hokage, Yellow Flash, of course. But yeah, we see just how quick he is. He surprises Kisame, but he doesn't know how to tune that power quite yet. He doesn't have the control of it like the fourth Hokage. And Naruto wants to be even cooler than the fourth, his dad. So he needs to master this teleportation jutsu, because that's one of the coolest things of freaking Minato, man. Oh, I love Minato, y'all. Just talking about him, I'm a fanboy. But yeah, y'all, good episode. Surprising for me, for sure. But I really love the way that Kishimoto wrote this for Kisame. Very interesting. We'll have to see what kind of message he ends up sending to Madara, and how his last stand here, his sacrifice here, will further the plot along. So, but yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this one, what y'all thought about Kisame's ending, especially. I'd be really curious on how the community feels about it, because I could see it being maybe a little bit polarizing for a character like him. But yeah, appreciate y'all joining me today. Hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I'll catch you for the next episodes. Peace.